I'll tell you who is a complete piece of shit. I'm going to tell you right now.
There have been a lot of swear words at this table today.
Walz,
okay?
the governor of Minnesota.
He's declared 9 emergencies since he's elected so that he can violate all sorts of constitutional norms when it comes to deporting people and all sorts of other things.
Do you believe it is violating constitutional norms for the president, the head of the federal government, the head of the executive branch to be enforcing federal immigration law? Because a big issue here, there are over 500,000 illegal immigrants in Illinois. I suspect most of them live in and around Chicago. Why wouldn't you surge federal law enforcement resources to the place where that many people are violating federal law?
Yeah, you can hear me talk about ICE. I'm talking about the National Guard. They're different things.
Wait a minute.
Well, he's talking about doing both, and I grant you they're separate pots, but do you believe it's wrong for the president to send ICE, CPB, because the Democrats in Chicago don't want any of it for some reason?
Oh, I'm not.
No, here's the question. How is it an emergency when you have people who are showing up for legal hearings to adjudicate their status and about their citizenship and their ability to stay here, and they are being grabbed out of hallways and taken to rooms where people don't know what's happening to them? How is that an emergency?
Well, it is an emergency that we have millions upon millions upon millions of illegal immigrants in this country that were let into the country through open borders, and now we have to try to get them out. It is, I mean, our view is it's absolutely an emergency.
I don't know. I have a friend who has on her wall her great-grandfather's emancipation papers from the 1850s. And he had to carry those papers around because at any point he could be picked up because of the color of his skin.
So you're comparing slaves to illegal immigrants?
I am saying, when you watch some of the video of people being taken down on the streets of Washington, D.C. and carted off, which look an awful lot like this is just happening from people because of what they look like. That is very concerning to me, and it feels a lot like they are being targeted because of what they look like and who they are, not because of what they've done.
All right, we're going to push pause here on this conversation because I do want to bring
that we don't see that from President Trump is news. And I think the second thing here that's interesting, though, is it sort of flips on its head. We spent much of Biden's presidency hearing, Trump supporters, more MAGA influencers, kind of documenting every day, oh, Biden stumbled on getting on the plane, or he walked a certain way, or he looked a certain way today. And now we're sort of seeing that flip on its head with Democrats taking that approach.
And why did we have to document it? Because nobody else would.
Hold on a second. Gotcha. You had an opportunity to ask the president today about this, and you did not. Why?
Well, because when he got on the phone and sounded very much alive, I thought it would sound kind of stupid, frankly, to ask an alive person if they were dead. But I'll tell you who is a complete piece of shit. I'm going to tell you right now.
There have been a lot of swear words at this table today.
Walz,
okay?
the governor of Minnesota, holding up a phone in front of a rally saying, well, we thought we were going to wake up and find out the president had died. Someday it'll happen. Someday it'll happen. I used to say he was the biggest buffoon in American politics, but it's worse now. No political official, no elected official should be walking around saying, well, I'm hoping we wake up one day and the president of the United States has